Hi there, power hungry campers. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mighty Cord's 30 amp extension cable. These are available in either 15, 25, or 50 foot lengths. Many of your campsites are going to have 30 amp connections as well as most of your generators. Once you've got your twist lock adapter in place, they're often not long enough to reach the connection point on your generator or your campsite. With this cable we can easily extend it out and get the length we need. And with varying length cables, you can have a lot of options, so you can park your motorhome or your camper wherever you like, and you can still ensure that you can reach that connection point there at the campsite, or be able to get that generator far enough away from your campsite where you're not hearing it run while you're enjoying yourselves. Here we've got our etrailer generator that does have a 30 amp hookup on it. We've gone ahead and plugged it in and positioned it about as far away as we can here without bringing our cable taut. And with everything hooked up, looks like we've got power. And here you can see while we're hooked up with our 15-foot cable, we've got plenty of space between our generator and our camper over there. This will give you plenty of room to get that noise away, as well as ensure that we can reach those hookup spots at our campsite. Each end of the cable has an easy pull end, and I really like this design. With a typical end, you might have to grab it by the sides, which you could potentially accidentally reach around and touch one of the prongs and give yourself a shock. Or sometimes people like to just grab it by the wire, and if you pull it by the wire, you can actually damage the wiring where it makes a connection here. Having this point here is going to allow you to pull straight out, which is better on your connectors, your prongs, as well as your wiring, and it's going to ensure you're nice and safe and not going to touch anything. And on our female end here, on our camper side, we've got the same design here as well, so we can easily get all those disconnected. When you're done using your extension cable, you can easily roll it up and store it in one of your compartments. And this thing really is a mighty cable. This thing feels like it's built like a tank. I've been kind of just tossing it around, throwing it here on the parking lot. I almost feel like we could run this thing over and it would still work. And it's really important that you get a cable you trust when you're talking about running high amperage over long lengths. Because the further away you are from that load and the further the length of your cable, you need to have nice heavy gauge wiring to be able to handle those loads. You don't want to use some cheap cable that's going to overheat and potentially break down, which can cause a fire and damage your electrical systems. So let's go with something you trust that you know is going to deliver the power you need. And that completes our look at Mighty Cord's 30 amp extension cable.